Ah, alas, poor Yorick. I knew him. Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Lunch Bites. That is Yorick there. So I had a thought, and we're going to go over a couple of things. Not so much about, silver and stuff like that, although I do have some silver here. Of course, I always have some silver here. Anyways, so who are you going to be, or how, more so, how are you going to be recognized at the end of your existence? And this is not morbid or anything like that. This is just something to think about. So how are you going to be remembered or recognized at the end of your life? Now, this, doesn't necessarily tie into the whole silver, gold stacking and things like that. But the idea of how you're going to be remembered is something that is important. Okay? You heard me talk about my family history and whatnot, and how far back it goes and stuff like that, and how people are being, or how people are remembered. Okay, and how do you want to be remembered? Now, this idea that Hamlet knew Yorick and remembered him even after he had died and been buried long enough to decompose into one of those. Hamlet knew him and remembered him, and remembered the jokes, the infinite jest, and the excellent fancy, and how he had carried him on his back 1,000 times. He remembered this person. Now, Yorick was the jester to Hamlet's father. Okay. How do you want to be remembered? Now, this goes back to some more ideas that Shakespeare coined or used. Okay, to thine own self be true. Okay, to be or not to be. Okay, those are both from Hamlet, and they kind of tie in this whole idea of being. Who are we? What are we? Are we, the type of person that keeps our word? Now, I raised my 3 kids by myself for 16 or so years, and there were a lot of times that I had to check myself and make sure that I was doing what I said I was going to do because of my kids. You make a promise to someone, you keep your word, right? Same thing that I had to do with my kids, and I think it raised me. I want to say that it raised me, even though I was, in my 20s and 30s and whatnot. It raised me to be a better person, to be a better man, I think, than the typical person, I'm going to say. So, who do you want to be? Who are you? Are you that person? Are you the person that you strive to be every day? Have you reached your goals to be the person that, I guess the best way to say it is to be the best you. Are you being the best you? Well, I hope so. If not, something to work on. I think we all have a little bit to work on. I'm not afraid to say, or I'm not ashamed to say that I am in no way perfect. There are a lot of things that I could do better. Um, but, I have grandkids now, and so I strive to be even better, not just for my kids or for my grandbabies, but for myself. Um, so yeah, I think that's about it for this lunch bite. Today's lunch is leftover beans, some crackers. I do have a bowl of fruit and a jug of tea, and of course maybe some Skittles a little bit later. Anyways, hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. One more day, people. We're almost there. You see that Friday just on the other side of the rise there. Here it comes. Here it comes. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed the lunch bites today. Something to think about, anyways. So, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. And enjoy the rest of your day. If it's not windy like it is here, stop and smell the flowers, something. Stop and just enjoy where you are at this very moment. All right, guys, have a great one. Y'all take care. Don't get sick. Stay healthy. Have a little bit of fun. We'll talk to you all later. Shakespeare's gonna go. Shakespeare's ghost, not Shakespeare. Shakespeare's long dead, but Shakespeare's ghost is gonna finish his lunch because I've got like 10 minutes before I gotta go back to work. So here I go. Goodbye, guys.